ואז ההיא אומר השם אלי, פסל לכו שני לוחות אבנים כראשונים, ועלה אלי ההור ועשיסו לכו ארון עץ. פרשת עקב, י' פסוק א'. 40 days after the מעשה העגל, Rashi explains, נצרצה לי ואומר לי פסל לכו. And afterwards, first given Matan Torah, 40 days later the Egel, 40 days later Moshe Rabbeinu gets the reshut to go up and make second pair of luchos and make a box, an oron to put it in there. Va'ani osisi oron tchilo. Moshe Rabbeinu made the oron first, Rashi says. Why? Keshe'ovo v'haluchos beyodi echon etnem, where I'm going to put those luchos. Therefore Moshe Rabbeinu made the oron eds before he went up to Har Sinai. Even though the Eibishter told him, first come up, make the luchos, and then make the eights. The Brisker Rov wants to explain why did Moshe Rabbeinu didn't get the mitzvah first to make the oron, and afterwards to take the luchos, and afterwards to put the luchos in that oron. They say that it's first make the luchos, psal lecho, then make an oron, and Moshe Rabbeinu made the oron right away. So the Brisker Rov brings a machloikis in Masechta Sanhedrin, Rovo and Abaye, if a hazmono milso or hazmono lav milso. Rovo says hazmono lav milso. Abaye says hazmono milso. If somebody makes a box and decides that box should be used for a Sefer Torah, but before he used it for a Sefer Torah, he wants to use it for something else, do we say the hazmono is mekadesh that box and I have to use it for a Sefer Torah? Or we say no, the hazmono is nothing and I can use it for divrei hol. The same thing is with a tefillin. If I make a tick for a tefillin and I decide to use it for money, we have a machloikis between Rovo and Abaye. Rovo says hazmono lav milso. That's nothing. I can use it for divrei hol. As long as I did not use it at least once, it's nothing. Abaye says hazmono milso. By being mazmin, it's already mekadesh. Sanhedrin daf memches amid beis. Even according to Abaye, that hazmono milso, but you need a mitzvah, the mitzvahs tefillin, the mitzvahs of Sefer Torah, then I can say the hazmono is mekadesh the tik, the hazmono is mekadesh the nartek. Moshe Rabbeinu had a mitzvah of collecting the luchos. He was waiting until HaKadosh Baruch Hu told him, psol lecho shnei luchos avunim, and then ve'osisu lecho aron eitz. Then the hazmono to make the aron eitz will be mekadesh the aron. But if there's no tzivui, there's no hazmono lekol days, even according to Abaye. That's why in Beis Hamikdash that there was no oron, there was no luchos. They didn't have a mitzvah to build an oron. After the tzivui of psol lecho shnei luchos avonim karishonim, then the hazmono milso could work. But in Posuk Hey says, "V'osim es haluchos bo'oron asher osisi, v'ayiyu shom kasher tzivoni Hashem," and they were over there. Was Moshe Rabbeinu allowed to bring the luchos from the Har Sinai to his ohel, or he has to leave the luchos in Har Sinai or not? In Masechta Be'er, Rashi says, Daf Yom Beis, Lo nishtalko shchina miyom Matan Torah at 20 be'iyor. Another place Rashi says, at echod be'nison b'yom shehu kan hamishkon. In Toisves Yishonim, in Yom Dalet Yom Beis, at shelo hukam hamishkon hoiso shchino metzuyo bohor. The shchina was metzuyo in Har Sinai. Moshe Rabbeinu came down on Yom Kippur. Yom Kippur has a din from Shabboson. You cannot carry Rishus HaYochid Rishus HaRabim. The Har Sinai had a din of a Rishus HaYochid, Tela Mislaket or Har HaMechitza. Moshe Rabbeinu came down on Yom Kippur. Can he bring the luchos to his ohel? The Rogachover and Tzof Nasmaneach wants to say that Moshe Rabbeinu had to leave the luchos Yom Kippur in the Har, in the oron that he made. Maybe Motzoi Yom Kippur, after Shabbos, after Yom Tov, he was able to bring the luchos. Or perhaps he left the luchos on Har Sinai until the Hakomas HaMishkon. He cannot carry on Yom Kippur. So the second time Moshe Rabbeinu was not able to bring the luchos, the day he came down. The kasha is, the Gemara Masechta Shabbos, Daf Pebov Omod Beis, says clearly, Hakol Modim B'Shabbos Nitno Torah. The Torah was given on Shabbos. There's a Iser Hoitzor on Shabbos also. Why is Yom Kippur better than Shabbos? So I want to say a teretz. How do we know the Iser Hoitzor? The Gemara in Shabbos of Tzadik Bov Omid Beis. Omer Rabbi Yochanan, Vayitzav Moshe, Vayaviro Kol B'Machane. Moshe Rabbeinu Echon Hoyosiv B'Machane Leviyo. Machane Leviyo Rish Rabin Havai. Vekomer Lehu LeYisrael Lo Sapiku ותייסו מרשוס היחיד תדחו לרשוס הרבים. This was after he came down from Har Sinai to build the Mishkan. The mitzvahs of Asiyas HaMishkan was given afterwards. It will be that the first time by Matan Torah there was no Isur Hotzoah Mershus HaYochid Lershus HaRabim. And the Gemara calls Hotzoah Malocho Grua. After the Chet HaEgel Nischadesh the Halocha von Hotzoah. The only problem, Moshe Rabbeinu could have made Akiro Lershus HaYochid, Havoro Bershus HaRabim, and Hanocho Bershus HaYochid without a stop. That could be also what he had in mind to do by the first luchos, but he broke them anyways. But the second luchos, he already made a oron, and he put him on the har, and he did not take the luchos until next day or until next chinuch hamishkan. In the luchos itself says the hilchos Shabbos. Zocher shomor is yom haShabbos lekadshoy. In Perek Tes Posuk Yud Aleph says, "Vayhi miketz 40 yom 40 loilo, noson Hashem elai es shnei luchos hu avonim luchos habris." This posuk is by the luchos harishonos. In posuk says, "Shnei luchas hu avonim," lashon yochid. Luchas means one even. The kri is luchois with a vav. The ksiv is without a vav. So Rashi explains, "Shteihem shovos." They were exactly the same. They were identical. And Binyan Ariel wants to be mirames a machloikes in Shkolim, beginning of Perek Vav, what deals of the tzuras haluchois. How did they look? Rabbi Hanina ben Gamliel oimer 5 dibros al luach ze, v'chamishu al luach ze. 5 and 5. How do you know that? Vayichtevem al shnei luchos avonim. He wrote them, the 5 in one, and 5 in the other one. That's Shittas Rabbi Hanina. The Rabbonon argue. Asoro al luach ze, ve'asoro al luach ze. All 10 in each luach. They were identical. How do you know? It says in the Vorim. Vayaged lochem es briso asher tzivu eschem la'asos aseres hadevorim. Asoro al luach ze, ve'asoro al luach ze. Vayichtov al shnei luchos avonim. And he wrote them, all 10, on each one of the luchos. According to Rabbi Hanina, they were 5 and 5. According to the Rabbonon, they were 10 and 10. According to Rabbi Hanina, they were not identical. According to the Rabbonon, they were identical. Umar says, and Moshe Rabbeinu, when he broke the luchos, the Rebbeinu Shalom says, Asher shibarto, yishar koichacho sheshibarto. He was maskim in Moshe Rabbeinu. What was the cheshbon of Moshe Rabbeinu? Breaking the luchos, being over of mechikas Hashem, which is even worse than losis Hashem Hashem Elokecho lashov. It's a maase mechikot. He made a kal v'chomer from Pesach to Amumor. The Korban Pesach says, Kol ben nechor lo yochel bo. Somebody does not believe in the Torah, he's not allowed to eat from Korban Pesach. Hakes shinov. If somebody is over about the Zorah, it's like he's over a Kol HaTorah kulo. They cannot be mekabel the Torah, they cannot eat Korban Pesach, they cannot do any mitzvahs. So Moshe Rabbeinu destroyed the luchos, just like Korban Pesach. It's only one mitzvah. We say a ben nechor is not row for that mitzvah. Kol HaTorah kulo and Bnei Yisrael are mumrim, alachas kama v'kama, they're not row to be mekabel the Torah, and he broke the luchos. In the luchos were merumas Kol HaTorah kulo, like the Gemara says in Shkolim. The Gemara in Masechet Chulin, Daf Dalet Amud Beis, a mumar la'avodas kochavim is not a mumar leKol HaTorah kulo. You're allowed to eat from his shchito. Yehoshaphat ate from the shchito of Achov, even though Achov was a mumar la'avodas kochavim. He was a oved avodah zarah. His shchito was ksheira. Yehoshaphat ate from Achov's shchito. So according to Shmuel, why did Moshe Rabbeinu break the luchos? The answer is, Shulchan Aruch and Yordeo Paskins, Simen Beis Siv Gimel, a mumar lenevelo, have a mumar lenevelo. You're not allowed to eat his shchito. Even if he shechs 100% kosher, but he is a mumar ledover echot, then it's a mumar for the also dover. You have two shochtim. One shochet does avodah zarah. One shochet eats nevelo. Both shecht kosher. According to Shmuel, you may eat from the shochet which is avodah zarah, but you may not eat from the shochet that is not makpid and shchita, even if it shechts kosher. By the Alseres Adibros, it says lo yeh lecho Elohim achirim al ponai, that you don't have to do avodah zarah. They were over in avodah zarah. So Moshe Rabbeinu had to break the luchos because they were mumar le'oso dovar, the thing that says in Alseres Adibros, avodah zarah. So he was allowed to break the luchos that speaks about avodah zarah. That's very good. Why Moshe Rabbeinu broke the luchos and he was not over on mechikas Hashem. But lechoiro, why did he break both? It was a heter to break only that luach that speaks about avodah zarah. But the second luach, what was a heter? So Ben Ariel wants to say, that this kasha is only according to Rabbi Hanina ben Gamliel. That Rabbi Hanina ben Gamliel says, and one luach says, lo yeh lecho, and the other luach says the other 5 divrus. They were not identical. So he should have broken only one. What was the head of breaking the second one? So Rashi says, luchas ksiv. They were identical according to the Rabbanon. It says in both luchos, lo yeh lecho Elohim acherim al ponai. So from here we learn the halacha of Shmuel. As mumar ledover echod is mumar leosa dover. So Moshe Rabbeinu had to break both luchos only if they were identical. If they were not identical, he was not allowed to break the second luach.